Hi there. I'm Sphinx Akashaa, the champion of Bards, and the creator and host of the Everbright Archive. We like to tell stories here, and the best stories are told with a cup of hot, soothing tea. I'm really proud that our show is affiliated with one of the best tea shops in the multiverse, Friday Afternoon Tea. They are a fantastic family-owned company based out of the Pacific Northwest, and they offer amazing teas and tea blends that are made for geeks and by geeks. They specialize in incredible blends based on some of your favorite fandoms. And my favorite tea right now is one of their newest blends called the Dungeon Oolong Cryst's Cookbook. It is a roasted oolong tea blend inspired by Matt Dinneman's Dungeon Crawler Carl series, as part of a collection of teas all based on those books. And that's just one of the fandoms this tea shop is inspired by. To learn more and get some amazing teas of your own, visit fridaytea.com and use the code MULTIVERSE, that's MULTEAVERSE, at checkout to get 10% off of your total purchase, because we're friends now. See you out there on the Storied Path, and may the dice roll ever in your favor.
Within each of us is a storyteller, and a story waiting to be told. Universes of our own making that we breathe into life with our very being.
And we tell these stories to live, to relate, to entertain, to understand, and to connect. For we are the stories that help others to understand themselves.
We tell stories that are funny, sad, heroic, common, and fantastical. For we are all these things and more.
And when we come together, share our universes with one another, we create something special. We create a multiverse.
Here, at the center of the multiverse,
we welcome you to sit,
get cozy,
and listen
as we traverse the storied path. Here, we welcome you to the Everbright Archive. And hello, welcome back, Wayfarers, to yet another amazing, exciting, and awesome episode of our community-acclaimed podcast, The Everbright Archive. I am, as always, your host, your current storyteller, Sphinx Akashaa, your current champion of Bards, and I am honored to be joined by my wonderful cast of friends who will in turn each tell stories of their own as they vie, of course, for my title of Champion of Bards. We're today going to start with the smooth, the debonair, the ecstatically eloquent and affluently afroed, the devastatingly handsome Bardic Sweet Tea.
Why, thank you, good sir.
Indeed, indeed.
Hello, everybody. I'm Sweet Tea. I can be found on all the socials at Bardic Sweet Tea. Today, I'll be playing Malachi Davis, the ever always exciting and interesting and weird person he is. You know, totally not boring or normal in any way. Just ask about his lemon wedge.
I mean, well, well, maybe we'll talk about that lemon wedge at some point. Well, next, I will present to you the ever-sparkling, the always effervescent, the eternally iconic, the, all caps, T-H-E, Brynniursa.
I want a sheet pan, everyone. I'm happy to be here, but I want a sheet pan. A large rimmed baking sheet. And that's what you need to know. I am the Brynniursa. I bask in all the obscurity. And I am so happy to be here and soak up the presence of all these fabulous people. And today, I will be playing Jodie Bank.
Amazing. And listen, if there's anybody out there that wants to get Brynniursa that sheet pan, I mean, holla at us on Discord and we'll figure
Holla
it out.
at us. I'll take it.
And lastly, but certainly not leastly, I give you the lovely, the fantastic, the amazing, the gorgeous, my diamond, your diamond, Madness Diamond.
Hiya, I'm Madness Diamond, but since we're friends now, you can call me Diamond. I will be playing Lysandra Agni, who is Misfortune's Flame and the Matchmaker Supreme, who has made many a match and will continue to, and no one will break my streak. Right, sweetie?
The future isn't written in stone, and so
Right, sweetie?
I mean, yeah, of course, yeah. Who would break your streak? They would never. What? Who would be so foolish?
Thank you. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, hi. So I'll be your chaotic, totally not an arsonist character today. Lysandra is very interested in meeting these vampires and seeing where we left off from last time. And getting a puppy or playing more with Hugo. So, to keep him busy, keep him entertained.
Yes. Amazing. And also, I feel slightly in danger. Or Sweet Tea, I think you should feel more in danger than I do. That was very much like, if you break my streak, I will break your legs energy. And I believe them.
Very deserved. Very deserved.
Deserved?
Deserved.
What?
I love the fluff, Sweet Tea, and you're endangering the fluff. You know I love the fluff.
Listen. There's nothing
Sweet Tea, do you
wrong.
want this? Do you...
I listen.
Ice chai latte.
Sweetie, my darling, I am trying to make sure that the AO3 tags for this season specifically have some romance going on. Where it's a slow burn at first, but then it's a forest fire of love.
Yes.
To keep you warm at night. And to make sure that everyone knows that romance in TTRPGs is acceptable and is a storytelling mechanic that everyone can have fun with. And so, if you ruin the happy ending tag that I want to put on this AO3, fanfic for this season, I will find you. And we will have a conversation about it. And you will change your opinion on that.
Okay.
But I will respect whatever choices you make because you're a player at this table too. But please know that whenever it becomes my turn to become the storyteller, I will remember this.
Okay. Yeah. No. It's all good. Everything's fine.
Okay.
I also love how
So Sphinx Akashaa, that beautiful, beautiful man.
That beautiful, beautiful man.
That beautiful, beautiful man. I just have to point out, of course, you would describe romance as a burning forest fire. I'm just pointing that out. It's not lost on me.
Shots fired.
Hey, what better connection to have than to find love and warmth and comfort in front of a fire with the ones that you hold dear, platonically, romantically, or otherwise, and sometimes even your mortal enemies.
Whenever I type Sphinx last name, it makes a squiggly line, and then when I press the spell check, just because I'm curious, it tells me that it wants to interpret the language. I don't know, fun fact for y'all today.
Huh. Well, it's Sanskrit, for anyone who's wondering.
Oh.
Now we know.
Akashaa is Sanskrit. I believe I believe it translates to soul.
Oh, Sphinx soul.
Yeah. But yeah, the original version of Akashaa is actually spelled with one A at the end and not two, but I added the other end for flavor.
But yes, circling back, do not ruin the AO3 tag.
Flavor like a lemon wedge.
I will endorse everything that happens after.
Listen,
With my stamp of approval, with my reinforcements, all at your command, Diamond.
Fantastic.
Listen, I am not going to try to sabotage this relationship that Lysandra has set up. If something happens, though, it's not I mean, you never know what happens in the future.
As the storyteller, I'm not going to. I am a neutral party in this matter, and I know where bread gets buttered. I'm not gonna try and ruin that. I'm not gonna. No. I have goals. I have dreams and ambitions, and I have a life I want to live.
You have a life you want to live.
Not only beautiful, hilarious.
Oh,
Handsome, debonair,
Gorgeous,
stunning,
Clever.
creative, talented. Did you know that Sphinx actually does all of the audio editing and the sound effects for us? So all the stuff you hear throughout the episodes, like Sphinx does all of that by himself.
That's amazing. I mean, you would
It's a
think
labor
you
of
should,
love.
win an award for that.
I didn't, but
I'll
Sure.
make you an award.
Yeah, we will give you an award.
I'm giving you an award. It's gonna be purple.
Well, that's
Next year,
lovely, and
next
I
year.
appreciate all of the beautiful, beautiful praise. Thank you so much. Oh man, but we're back once again for episode 14 of our very first mini campaign, The Last Story. But before we get into that, I want to go ahead and give a quick shout out to our friends, our sponsors, and our affiliates over at Friday Afternoon Tea. Friday Afternoon Tea is a small, family-owned, queer-owned, Latina-owned, geeky-themed local tea company where you can find some beautiful loose-leaf teas, some custom tea blends, tea wares and accessories, and educational tastings. They also have some really cool, like, sip and paints and game nights if you're local to the Seattle area, which is where their shop is located. And they also have a bunch of tea blends based on some of your favorite fandoms, like Battlestar Galactica, Avatar: The Last Airbender, Our Flag Means Death, and many, many, many more. And, if you happen to go to their website, which is fridaytea.com, and make a purchase, at checkout, you should input the code MULTIVERSE, that's MULTEAVERSE, and get yourself 10% off of your total purchase. It's a good time. You'll be supporting a local femme-owned, Latino-owned, queer-owned business. And, we love that here. So check out Friday Afternoon Tea and come and be a thirsty nerd with us. So, the recap. When we last left our heroes, you had ventured into the dead forest back on the 4th floor with the hopes of meeting with Lysandra Amelium, a necromancer who could give you some much needed knowledge and magical locationing on what happened to our dear little friend Carrera's body. Upon reaching her cabin in the woods, you also encounter a face you don't expect. Particularly Jodie encounters a face that they don't expect in Gordon Bank. her long-lost father, reveals that he had been tricked into leaving her behind on your Earth to venture into Phaedos by the guided dreamer's hand to help stop people from being stop children from being taken against their will. And in that, Gordon succeeded. However, he could not stop the guided dreamer from taking people against their will from other worlds, from other realities, and so escaped and wound up kind of running into lots of folk throughout the Phaedos as he escaped, and wound up living with Lysandra. And while living with Lysandra, he created a device that allowed him to see through the rules and magic that the guided dreamer put into place to keep people on Phaedos. He was able to see back to his home world, to his version of Earth, where Jodie was living, and could watch her grow up and do these awesome things. But that came at a cost, and that cost was his body. As when they find Gordon, one of his arms has been replaced with a bark-made prosthesis, and he is also kind of dying of a magical malady that is a direct result of this device that he's created. Having this tearful reunion, Lysandra points out that there might be hope on the 7th floor, the Corona, in the kingdom of Dirge, which is the kingdom of the undead and undying. A Durak named Gorfum, who has also been helping Lysandra take care of Gordon, confirms this, that they should be able to go to Dirge and beseech the Undying Council, and also perhaps the Queen of the of Dirge, Queen Elswith, to perhaps see if they can make Gordon one of the Undying, and make it so that he'll be able to go back to Anwanyu, back to the Dead Forest, to live with Lysandra, who happened to share a bit of a romance. And it's great. Thanks to Lysandra and her fantastic fiery dance of romance. Yes, that is the new thing, a fiery dance of romance. Was able to make the two of them confess their feelings for each other. It was lovely. It was great. We love the romance. Lysandra agrees to help them all by revealing that she is one of the first heroes that got summoned to Phaedos, and also revealing that on her Earth, which is the Earth that you all are from, she was Baba Yaga, and that her house is the house that got summoned with her and the other three. So you all get into the house, and the house leaps up to the ceiling of the Corona. Not the Corona. To the ceiling of Anwanyu, rips through it, and ventures into the first dungeon that you all encounter. The 5th floor, the caves, where you encounter another face you don't expect. One of the guided dreamer's 4 lieutenants, the Eye, who reveals himself to be Aaron Strum, one of the members of Glitter Force 5, who had faced the guided dreamer with his team in combat, lost, and then went off to try and figure out a way around, either a way around the guided dreamer's rules or a way to defeat him. But Aaron encounters the original version of the Eye, and the Eye basically tells him, "Hey, I've been looking for you. I don't want to do this anymore. I've been trying all this time to kind of undermine the guided dreamer, and I'm tired. I want to go sit on the beach somewhere and drink until I'm blind. So here's a mask. Here's the mask. You get to be the eye now, and you get to control all of this, and try and stop the guided dreamer yourself. And so Aaron has been the eye for who knows how long. We really didn't get into that. But Aaron was able to create, because his abilities as the eye give him control and dominion over all of the dungeon levels of Phaedos. And he was able to create a staircase leading straight from floor 5 through floor 6 and all the way to floor 7, the Corona, right into the heart of Dirge. You also encounter on the stairs a rather interesting creature, character, person, one of the Musa, one of the mouse folk, named Mimsy, or Mama Mimsy, to many. A adorable little rat woman, who is a bit of a spitfire, who you take with you as you venture up into Dirge through the 6th floor, which is the crypts, the place where the Dirge keep their dead, both the sleeping dead and the truly dead, also guarded by other undead. It is a weird, beautiful necropolis. But when you emerge from this ladder, you emerge into a swamp. And as you emerge from the swamp itself, you are greeted by yet another face. A beautiful, pale woman in a 3-piece suit, long black hair, glittering red eyes, and fanged teeth. As you meet Julia S. Francisco, who introduces herself as the Vampire Queen of Dirge. I think that is where we're going to pick up. As you all exit the house, along with walking behind Julia, how are you all feeling in this moment? You are now on Dirge. And I guess I should kind of further illustrate what you see as you are walking across this kind of wooden bridge. Dirge is a land covered in tones of deep greens. It's as if there is this haze or aura that permeates just about everything. And it is this almost eerie, from jade greens to gray greens to... It varies depending on what you're looking at. There is this nimbus or aurora constantly over the sky that Jodie, I'm not even gonna make you roll for this. You know, based on your readings, that this aurora exists only over Dirge. And you know that it allows for many of the undead and undying here, who might be sunlight averse, to walk freely without pain or without fear of the sun. And as you venture forward on this bridge, you venture forward, and just over the tree line, you can see the buildings of the city, the skyline itself of the capital city in Tomb. And it is called, you understand why it is called that. because the buildings are in fact shaped like tombstones or massive above ground tombs or mausoleums. Like, this place is, your goth students would lose their minds. It is everything they would have ever dreamed of. And standing on a hill is a massive mausoleum building with spires and obelisks that reach towards the nimbus. And Julia kind of notices you notice that building. Ah, I see you've noticed the castle. That's where we'll be heading. You'll get to meet the Undying there, as well as Her Majesty, Queen Elswith, the Wraith Queen. And so I ask, how are you all feeling? How are you all taking this in?
I would say Malachi is kind of overcome with this amazing feeling of like awe as he looks at everything. He's just like, this looks beautiful. Like,
and Julia looked, well, thank you kindly. We'd like to think so. It's very nice here.
Lysandra's gossiping with Hugo. I'd like to use Children of the Grave. You can always communicate verbally with undead creatures. Once per scene, you may ask an undead a single question they are compelled to answer truthfully. I'm going to ask Hugo, what are your favorite smells here? What do you smell anything interesting? Is there anything that is your favorite? Are there good things? Bad things? What do you think?
Hugo kind of like leans into you, and in that voice that sounds like it's coming from very, very, very far away, you hear him say, "The bones are wet and juicy. I like the wet and juicy bones. They are great for teeth."
Oh, you're such a good boy. And Lysandra's just gonna play with the hellfire coming off the puppy.
the mandible kind of drops open, flaming tongue lolls out in his version of a puppy grin.
Lysandra is enraptured by all of this because I feel like now that they've taken so much interest in necromancy, but mechanically so many levels now in necromancer, that this place feels different now to them than it would have whenever, like, beforehand, to where it's like, it just, there's probably something palpable about it.
Yeah, you
in like a magical sense that it's like almost right that you can touch.
Yeah, you feel this magical pull from everything. There does not seem to be anything here that you can sense that does not have the touch of necromancy to it. Like, if this is a mecca for you and anyone else who studies that craft. And there is a sense of fulfillment that you are getting here.
And then telling the queen of the vampires, because wild concept to Lysandra, but they're so down for this.
Yeah.
Just telling Julia, it's like, this is a very interesting place. I feel like there is a spring in my step, but it's just like a nice spring and not a bad spring in a bad bed frame or a bad mattress. It is kind of carefully comfortable in a way. It is not restful, but it is lively in a very undeath way. I didn't know. I did not know that death could be so lively.
And Julia gives you like a wide grin, and like you see like the fangs kind of glint off of the light. And she goes, "Well, yes, of course. It's only natural." And she like goes up to you, and like she's like not like in your space, but she's like maybe like a foot away, and she just kind of takes a long, deep inhale. You're a practitioner. Fairly new, but still a practitioner.
Oh, that's when he's teaching me. Pointing to Lysandra. It's like, I think I am going to become her, student, acolyte, maybe? Something around those lines. I need something to do while I'm here. Well, I'm not trying to behead the guided dreamer.
I love that. Lysandra just kind of like smiles and... See if I can find the voice. Well, yes. You're going to make a fine apprentice. He's going to be lovely and wonderful. And Julia, it's like Julia notices her there for the first time. And Julia, the vampire, the queen of the vampires, goes down on one knee and bows her head. I didn't realize you were coming. I'm honored. And Lysandra, no. Get up. I don't. No, we don't need any of that. We don't need any of that. It's like, but you are one of the first. You revolutionized the art of necromancy. Like, you are loaded. You are a hero here. And also, but I don't. Listen here, I don't talk about all that hero nonsense. I used to be a hero. I'm not anymore. It is fine. It is fine. I am former hero. My mark has disappeared. And Julie's like, it's not what I mean, but I will respect your wishes. And she gets up. But you are... Her Majesty will be happy to see you. And Lysandra, well, I figured as much. That's fair. And Gordon kind of looks over at Lysandra. It's like, well, and it looks like you are more famous than I took you for before. I knew you were a hero back in the day, but looks like my sweetie's got a bit of a fan club. And Lysandra, for the first time since the dance, like blushes red. It's like, well, I don't think I'll ever get used to the fact that you call me sweetie, but I do not dislike it. Do it more.
You better not dislike it. I worked very hard to make that happen.
Yes, you did. And Mimsy, who was sitting on Gordon's lap as their chair is like walking. Yes, this is very, very nice. This both think this. Listen, we you're going to save this one's life. That is why we are here. Yes, we've got this one. We've got Undead Dog. We've got new hero friends. And now you. And Julia's like, well, hello there, Mimsy. You sound like your own, don't you? Mimsy's kind of like puts hands on hips and just kind of like puffs out her chest a bit. It's like, yes, I am, as they say, big deal. And Julia kind of chuckles. Yes, you are. Yes. And then looks at Jodie, looks at Gordon, looks at Jodie again, looks at Gordon again. The two of you share some, and like gestures to their face, some similarities. Are you related by any chance? And Gordon goes, Lady Julia, allow me to introduce to you my sweet baby girl, my daughter. This here is Jodie. Hi there, I'm Sphinx Akashaa, your champion of bards. Right now you're listening to the Everbright Archive, a TTRPG actual play anthology podcast series. We really hope you're enjoying the show. Let's get back to it and see what's going on.
And Jodie has been taking in the city the whole time as we've been walking, looking at the ceiling.
Yeah.
And looking at this place where the dead walk not as corpses but as citizens, where their hearts aren't beating but they're so full of life. And time, it doesn't seem to have any weight because it's already claimed its toll. She's always thought that death was an ending, a final silence, a closing door. But here, right in front of her, this vampiress, everything's, this building that they're going in to see the queen, it's civilized, it's regulated. And for the first time, she's known that this is her one chance to make sure her father stays. She got him back just as sickness was taking him. He's waiting. They're waiting. Yeah, I'm his daughter. Dragging him out. I decided I'm not letting death have the final word. Not yet.
And Julia kind of gives you this like lovely lopsided grin, and it's like no matter what kind of face she makes, she is stunning. Like this woman could probably give you a glare that would wither any life form, but she'd look fantastic doing it. But she gives you this lovely lopsided grin, and she goes, "Well, if there's any one certainty here in Dirge, it's that death is never an ending. It's merely a stop post."
I can't wait to find out more.
Well, follow me and you will. And she takes you to the gates of Dirge. It takes you about 5 minutes walk along this bridge, at which point the swamp begins to dissipate more and more. Less swamp, more forest, more greenery. And just as you saw in the dead forest, these will-o'-the-wisps begin to like peek out from the trees, kind of floating. A couple of them wander out and are getting close, but not like touching you, and you feel this almost like wintergreen coolness emanating from them. It's not chilling, it's refreshing. It is almost a testament to the endlessness of this place. So they hover around you. A couple of them begin hovering around Hugo and Lysandra, and then each of them kind of like moves in line with you all for a bit, kind of following you, floating alongside you for a few steps before eventually dissipating and moving out back into the trees. But it's never staying out of sight. They are just kind of floating by along with you. And nearby, there are a number of creatures that all kind of like peek out from the forests. a group of skeletal badgers just kind of look out and cock their head, their teeth chatter a bit, and then they run up the tree. That same group of zombie squirrels you saw earlier start walking by. We are the very model of a modern age again. Information bands attack our animal and they kind of go off into the forest, kind of continuing their chanting. And Julia just kind of like watches them pass. You know, I've seen that particular group on and off again. I'm trying to. I know the local government's been trying their damnedest to get them together to provide entertainment because, I mean, you saw it. It was just. I mean, she like gestures like with this like absolutely like amused look on her face. Can get them together, like maybe they could do show tunes somewhere.
Malachi, aren't you a show
Malachi.
person? Malachi.
Okay. So the problem is,
are you into the theater?
And I do love the theater. The problem with hiring, you've always been told never to work with children or animals. Secondly, look, think about the how would we union like dead animals exactly? Like, actually,
they seem
how intelligent are they?
Why don't you talk to them?
I can.
Did you not learn from your weapon, Malachi?
That's fair.
I can just talk to them for you. I can just ask them if they would like to perform.
Well, I think they can talk.
Well, we just heard them sing in Modern Major General, so go talk to them,
So
Malachi.
I want to like how sentient are.
Aroo.
Hugo has opinions too. You know,
Hugo definitely seems
he's
to have
giving his
about that.
opinions.
Listen to Hugo. Listen to me. Listen to the woman.
Julia?
I'm sorry, everyone. My brain just reset.
It's all good.
It happened.
Listen to Julia. Listen to Lysandra. Be the showman you're meant to be.
Be weird.
Be weird. Right. Of course. I will.
Hugo's very insistent.
Yeah,
Hugo has many opinions.
I can hear that. Hugo really wants me to talk to these squirrels.
Hugo's tail is wagging hard right now.
Hugo's been waiting for this.
Okay. I mean, sure. The worst thing that could happen is they just keep marching and singing. So, well, no. The worst thing that could happen is they all turn on me and attack me. That won't happen.
Oh, it is fine. I shall come with you and I will protect you. It is fine.
I will go off to approach these squirrels.
Okay. Lysandra, are you going with him?
Absolutely.
Okay. Hugo is also going to accompany you as you all begin to split off. Doesn't take you long to catch up with them. They're relatively slow. And they're just kind of shuffling, but all of them like within step with each other, and all of them in rhythm. And as you catch up to them, the restoration of the and veteran and venerable, we are the very models of a modern major general.
Pardon me.
And they all come to a stop. And they very slowly turn first their heads all the way around. And then their bodies follow afterwards. And each one of them, like almost like a line of dominoes, cock their head to the side.
Yes. Hello. How are you today? Okay, they can understand.
They said
speech.
hello.
That's it. Thank you, Lysandra.
I said I would translate.
They were speaking common.
Yes, and?
The leader of them turns to Lysandra, waves very slowly.
Lysandra's gonna mimic it and just do the same thing and completely, like, open with a big smile and say, hi! And you see, like, the glint of the fangs from, like, this new, like, Volpertinger form that they've adapted. And the fangs look a little bit sharper, but it's no longer there's no longer any, like, learning process of having to, like, talk around them, because it's just become natural. And it's just this big toothy smile, saying hi as well. Would you like to perform and have people as an audience for your songs?
And there are 5 of them, by the way. They all, like, blink. And the leader, like, slowly turns to the rest of them. And they suddenly, like, all huddle together.
I'm gonna huddle with Malachi and Hugo.
It's like, maybe. And then you see that they all, like, have their arms around each other, like, in that, like, classic huddle. One of them looks up and kind of, like, looks at you, and then kind of goes back to the huddle. Big folk. Bunny one. Giant dog. And as the two of you huddle, like, Hugo kind of, like, noses in and is, like, is up on hind legs and has paws. Like, they're trying to, like, get in and on it. And Malachi, you don't feel any heat from his fire. In fact, you feel this, like, very, very refreshing coolness. Kind of the same coolness that you felt from the Will-o'-the-Wisps. And as you, as he does that, he turns to you, Malachi, gives you a sniff, and then licks the side of your face.
Oh God. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you for that. Oh.
And then very quietly, very softly.
Yes, I agree with Hugo.
Hugo nods.
Jodie is cackling in the distance.
And then
Malachi, what kind of song do you think would do well for these squirrels?
Goodness, I'm not sure if I could. I mean, I could probably write something, but I guess straight off the top of my head, I would like to hear them hear the people sing from Les Mis.
Okay, you will have to explain what that is to them. But
the leader kind of turns his head around, then turns themselves around, then walks over to you, Malachi, or to all 3 of you, I guess. We have spoken. We require representation.
See, that's exactly one of the things I was concerned with. I don't know. You lot seem fairly intelligent, so I would assume that an organization like where I come from, we have something called MAP. It's short for Movie Animals Protected. They kind of monitor the safe and humane treatment of animals in film and television. I'm gonna assume because you guys are fairly intelligent, you probably wouldn't need an organization like that. You'd probably need something more close to SAG-AFTRA. You have anything like that here?
SAG-AFTRA.
Yeah, it's kind of a labor union for like screen actors and television radio artists.
Like Guild.
Yes. A guild.
yes.
there is Bardic Guild here in Dirge. Co-opted with the Bardic Guild of Anthem.
Wow.
Work together. We require
You will not have
representation from their guild.
You do not have your own guild?
No, in that regard, Anthem and Dirge work together. Have done so for generations.
Do you, Lysandra, do you believe
so this
we
is
need
not a new concept to you all?
No.
Do you think we need like a specific actors guild for like what, undead animals or?
No. It is more of a they said bird guild. I did not know if birds and squirrels get along here.
Not
but if you have a
bird,
guild,
Bard.
Bard guild. Yes. So if you would like to, we could see about reaching out to the Bards Guild and seeing about Malachi. What is it called? The little things you put on. The performances. The big ones.
Plays?
No, the other ones where it's like a whole big thing. No, it's got multiple like events and performances in it. Like a festival, but not a festival.
Like a festival, but not a festival. You're going to have to help me out, Lysandra.
But it is like a. When I was doing the fire dancing and whatnot back home, we would just call them festivals. But I know that there's like a fancy word for it, where it's like a it's a you could have. Oh, you could probably see about having a whole performance troupe, and then that performance troupe like has a time spot that they go in and just do it that way. You could just make a festival. I think it is just called the festival. And then you could have different people from the guild come and perform.
We like festivals. Lots of food at festivals.
Yes. Catering. I think that is called.
Catering. Yes.
And the lead squirrel nods.
Are you not in
Malachi is the best person.
Big one?
Looking at Malachi.
No, I don't believe I am in the Actors Guild.
The Bardic Guild.
Yeah, sorry, the Bardic Guild. My apologies. I'm not in the Bards Guild.
Maybe you join guild. Maybe you represent us.
Oh, I would love to join the guild. I don't know about me personally representing you. I assume there'd be someone in.
You. No one else. We like the sense of you. Have decided you are worth not eating. Just kidding. Zombie joke.
And the other squirrels begin like shaking and shouting.
It's really, really funny. For the record, I know I don't really have to worry about you guys, but just for the record, the other actors you'd be working with wouldn't, I don't know how to phrase this, be in danger of being eaten, would they?
No. No one in Dirge eats anyone else without consent.
Consent is king. We like that.
Consent is queen, according to our queen.
Consent is queen. Let's go. I'm here for it.
And they see you snapping, and they all like raise both of their forearms and start snapping too.
Well, then I suppose I would be pleased to represent you all to the best of my abilities.
Delightful. My name is Rufus.
Rufus. And I'm gonna like put my hand down, like put that like a finger for him to shake. Like, Malachi, pleasure.
He takes your finger and shakes it. You can. He's got quite a grip, but it's not like he's not trying to hurt you. But he's just being thorough. It's like,
Malachi, good name.
Thank you. Rufus is a lovely name as well.
We like it. Our band called the 5 Lack of Heartbeats.
The 5 Lack of Heartbeats.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Saw a show that someone in Anthem did once called it the 5 Heartbeats, but we are undead, and so our hearts do not beat.
You know
But
what?
We like the name.
I like the name. Very clever. It does sound a little close to the 5 Heartbeats. We should probably be a little careful about them coming after you guys about that. But if they haven't so far, then that's fine.
It's not actual group. It's just part of show that we saw there. They are not real characters.
Well, fantastic.
But now we are 5 on Lack of Heartbeats. And the other was
5 Lack of Heartbeats. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
And they all, at the same time, give you this deep, flourishing bow.
Pleasure is ours to meet one who shall represent us, Sir Malachi.
Oh, no need for this, sir.
And he's a hero, too.
And they all perk up at that. Like, ears, like, straight up.
Malachi is hero.
Well, yes.
Have you not heard the story of Malachi? And then Lysandra's just gonna push Malachi to the front and then, make this little sparkles of flames, borrowing flames from Hugo, and just make this little, light show around Malachi. Have you not heard the dazzling tale of Malachi, one of the chosen heroes to face off against the Guided Dreamer, he who wields starlight and healing, and to imbue sing-song into the masses with every movement he makes? Malachi, put on the show. Come on, do your thing. Do your talky thing. And it's just kind of just basically set the backdrop for Malachi to just talk about how cool he is.
Jodie would like to assist. She
Jodie
sees
wants
what's
stuff
being...
at this point.
Yes! Jodie is being very curious. She's seeing what's happening. Not only that, also the master of zesting up drinks. And
You drink the
she
zesty drinks.
into... Indeed, he is a great fan of, and she pulls out 3 lemons from her bag and tosses them at him to juggle.
Well,
Great juggler.
Oh, God. It immediately fumbles the lemons.
Go ahead and make me a dexterity plus dexterity roll to see if you catch and juggle these things.
Okay. Dexterity, so D8 plus D8.
Oh gosh, what if
What have you done?
I believe in you.
I believe
I'm
in
so
you.
excited. This is great.
Okay. I have no idea how to do the roll on Molten.
Can't believe you made a squirrel band.
I think I see it. I see it.
Undead squirrel band.
As you should.
Dexterity plus
First
dexterity.
the bougie boys, now this.
I wasn't going to do the
bougie
chipmunks.
Oof. It's a 5.
With a 5, one of them strikes you along the side of the head, and then that just kind of discombobulates you, and you fumble all 3 of the lemons.
Can I use my verdant sway to control these lemons to juggle?
Remind me what verdant sway does?
Puppeteer the lemons?
Yes, I will. I'm coming with the assist. You may use ritualism to create, animate, and or control vegetation, pollen, spores, and toxins. I
Okay.
can control these lemons.
Okay. You, as the lemons begin to fall, describe how you utilize your verdant sway. What does it look like?
As she sees them begin to tumble and fumble, and she sees Lysandra's already flaming background, and thinking back, could use just a little bit of sparks in this mix. So they begin to shake as though it were the plan to fumble. And then, Malachi, you hear that familiar whistle that Jodie tends to do, to being like, hey, pay attention. And if you look over, there's a wink. And suddenly these lemons have just a bit, it's almost like they're sparklers. To complement the flames already going on.
Oh my.
And you see them coming back to your hands.
And
But as they come closer, you realize that it's kind of like blowing a dandelion. They just look sparkly, but it's just like constant, bright, seedish things flowing off and floating away.
I will move my hands in a way that makes it seem like I'm actually juggling these lemons, even though I'm very much not. And the whole time I'm just going.
You're supposed to be saying how cool you are.
What? You want me to brag about myself while I'm juggling lemons?
And you see the squirrels are going.
That's the entire point.
Well,
You have made them sparkly too.
Well, with the help of my amazing crew, yes.
This is your band.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Does your band have name?
Is the group about to get a name?
That's a good question. We do have a name, and it's a very good name too. Huddle up. It's like grab Jodie and Lysandra.
Oh.
And
Hugo. Lysandra pulls in Hugo.
Hugo gets pulled in.
Guys, we gotta come up with a name real fast. What are you thinking?
I'm not good at naming things.
We do not need to tell them the name right now. We can tell them the name whenever they get booked.
Well, no, our group name.
We could call ourselves the Books.
The book?
I said I wasn't good at names.
Yeah, even Hugo kind of cocks his head at you and has this expression, like, even although it's like it's a skull of like, what?
I tried. A for effort.
A for effort. A for effort.
A for effort. This is fine. We will come back to the name thing. It is not important right now. We can just tell them we are still workshopping it.
Okay. The workshop.
We are not calling ourselves the workshop.
You could. The workshop books.
I mean, how about something? How about I had something. Fire on fire. That's stupid. Never mind.
Ain't that a song?
Yes, that's where it came from.
Oh.
Maybe you're the one who is actually the arsonist after all. Thinking about fire like that.
I figured it'd be very representative of our group.
I think Lysandra's right. We might have to workshop this and
Okay,
come
fair
back
enough.
later.
Fair enough.
We're trying to save a man's life after all.
Yeah. Oh, that's very true. That's very true. We are currently workshopping our group name, but we are a group, and we would be nothing without all of us together.
Okay. Workshop and let us know. We would love to perform side by side with heroes.
And then Rufus reaches into his body, into his rib cage, and pulls out a business card and hands it to Malachi.
It just reaches down, just grab. Thank you.
And as the moment you touch it, it grows to like a person-sized business card, and like what like viscera or whatever is on it gets shaken off by the sudden growth. And like in embossed letters, it will just say the 5 lack of heartbeats, Rufus, lead vocalist and songwriter, and then we'll have a glyph at the bottom of the card. Like, you are definitely getting like these arcane vibes from. Then the glyph looks like it's a weird, like stylized, like acorn with some extra steps. And Rufus will point at the card.
Can contact us now anywhere.
Oh,
that's very handy
for emergencies and shows.
Emergencies?
You never know when you need a band of undead squirrels.
You know what? You are absolutely right. You never
Truly.
know.
And they all nod in like agreement with Rufus.
Yes, never know.
Very generous of y'all.
And they bow to you.
Of course, he represents us now. We are part of Guild. But then you will join also Guild. So you must join Guild, and then we'll be officially part of Guild. But we are now unofficially part of Guild together.
Indeed. Well, I look forward to working with you and the 5 lack of heartbeats.
And they all like stand up straight, and then they all go into like a fantastic pose, like each one of them in a different pose. It looks very anime, like very boy bandish actually. And Hugo just kind of like tilts his head to the side and barks. And Rufus looks over at Hugo and goes,
"Yes, it is very cool."
Very, very cool. Iconic, you might even say.
Strike a pose, Hugo. Come on.
And Hugo
and Lysandra strike a pose together.
Hugo strikes a pose where he's just like, it looks like he's like getting ready to play. His mouth is open.
Jodie claps.
To add to Hugo's effect, Lysandra's just going to play with the flames around Hugo and just make them a little bit bigger. To make kind of like a shadow cast in the flames.
I like that. They not only get bigger, but they become brighter on top of that. So there's now this bright blue, like almost I'm blanking on the color of blue. It's a bright blue.
Mm-hmm. Like cobalt.
It's lovely.
Almost?
Say again?
Like a cobalt blue.
Yeah. Yes.
Like a cobalt blue that goes into like a bright red.
Yeah. Yeah. And the Rufus and the other four.
Very cool.
And then the others
All right,
kind
we
of.
need to go see if we can make somebody immortal.
Sounds fun. We too have things we must do. Rehearsal never ends when you are small and must be always ready to be called for shows. And now, likelihood is even better. So we shall leave you to your immortal making, and we shall leave.
And he turns to the others.
5 lack of heartbeats, all out.
And they all turn together and they start walking.
There goes the baker with his tray, like always.
The same one. It fades off as they march away.
Icons, all of them.
And Lysandra goes, I did not know that they were a band. I have seen them many times in the Dead Forest, but I never thought to actually talk to them. Maybe I should do that from now on. Maybe I might learn something.
Did you enjoy the show too, Daddy?
And Gordon's like, that was not what I expected. Yes, I did in fact enjoy the show.
Malachi, go ask Julia about trying to get into the Guild of Bards.
I can do that. I can absolutely do that.
And you see Julia is standing, is waiting. She's kind of leaned up against the gate. And you notice that this gate all around the city looks like it's a black, thick wrought iron gate. The kind of gates that they have around cemeteries. Very gothic in nature. And there are, at the door, on either side of the door of these gates are 2 very large metal crows posted there. Julia, as you approach, well, that looked like an interesting time.
It was indeed. I never thought I'd be potentially representing a group of undead squirrels, but, here we are.
Oh, you also never thought that you'd be summoned from your home to basically a dungeon planet. But, life is what life is.
Indeed. How exactly would I go about getting them into the Bards Guild?
Well, you'd have to join the guild yourself. But we can see about that. And then looks at Gordon. I think time may be of the essence. We might want to focus on that a wee bit later. And get your friend there in front of Queen and Council.
Absolutely understandable, yes.
Let's get your show on the road, Daddy.
Right, yes. I suppose we should do that. And Julia knocks on the gate, and the 2 crows' eyes suddenly glow with this bright yellow light, and with a creak they look down at Julia, and the one on the left says,
Your Majesty, you return from your errand with company in tow. Will they be staying here long?
And Julia goes, yes, they are my guests, and they will stay for as long as they need to. Please get word to Queen Elswith that we require an audience as soon as possible. And the crow on the left nods their head and then turns to the crow on the right.
You heard the lady.
And the crow on the right kind of very quickly looks up.
Look, of course I heard her. All right, I'm getting at it.
And very creakily, very loudly flaps off and flies towards the building. Very quickly, actually, for a solid metal crow. And the crow on the left, or the crow that is left, turns back.
Your message is being relayed. Welcome to the Entombment City.
And the doors swing open very slowly, very loudly. And as you enter, there are many species of both the living and the dead or undead and undying here. There are dwarves, there are elves, there are, like, the population is as diverse as it is on Solon. And it is, but here it is easy to tell what is undead and what is well, no, actually it's less easy to tell the vampires apart from the living. But the undead, the semi-zombified, and the skeletal are very, very easy to make out, as they are, in fact, skeletal, or some of them have most of their flesh still, and others they still have, they have all of their flesh, but their skin looks rock hard, as if they were embalmed first before they were made undying, or became undead. And they all, several of them look at you all as you enter the city. And one of them, one of the Lopen, walks towards you all and takes note of Lysandra first, and kind of raises eyebrows and these, like, bright, with a white fur, bright red eyes.
Well, I didn't expect to see someone like you here. We don't get many Vulpar figures.
Hello? I guess I'm...
Hi.
I mean, to be honest, I've been the only one I have seen.
There
You are
aren't
so
many.
interesting looking. Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
And he smiles, and he also has vampire teeth.
Are you a vampire?
I am. And he gives a flourish and a bow. And this Lopen is wearing, is dressed up like, is very, like, Victorian-esque kind of suit, with a cravat and a waistcoat underneath. He is holding a top hat in his hand, that he does not seem to, like, he just seems to be carrying it as an affectation because his ears are stuck, like, solid straight up. And on the other hand, he's carrying, like, a walking stick that has, the head is a brass rabbit's head, with ears also poking straight up. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Marcus. And Julia, Marcus, it's good to see you. I thought you'd be home with the missus and the little ones. And Marcus kind of chuckles. Well, I heard that the heroes
were approaching, and I figured I would meet them and give them a proper Dirgian hello. And he goes to bows. Of course, if that is all right with you, my queen. And Julie, oh, stop it, stop it. We've been friends forever. You don't have to call me that. It's like, you are the queen of vampires, my friend. I must show my respect. And then, like, stands up and, like, shoulder checks her. That doesn't mean I won't give you shit. And Julie kind of laughs. Well, I wouldn't expect anything less. But yes, these are heroes. Lysandra, Jodie, and, of course, Mr. Malachi. And before she can even introduce Lysandra, Marcus is already kneeling before her. His hands have grasped one of hers, and she is vehemently kissing her fingers. Ah, Miss Lysandra, it has been forever since we were graced with your presence. It is so good for you to return to Dirge. You wonderful, wonderful, and Lysandra, please, cállate. And Gordon's just like, again, you have quite a fan club. And Lysandra turns to Gordon. Are you jealous? And Gordon says, never. And Lysandra goes, good. And it's at that point that Marcus takes a look at Gordon and goes, you must be Gordon Bank. I have heard many tales of your exploits. You were the hero of the 7 Farms. You helped free my people from the clutches of the Wasp. And Gordon's, well, we don't really have to get into any of that. That's not important. You are a champion. You may not be one of the summoned heroes, good sir, but you are indeed a champion to those of us here in Dirge. And he gives probably the most respectful bow he's given thus far at Gordon. We give you our most reverent thanks. And Gordon blushes. Like, face and cheeks turning a bright pink. It really is. I was just doing what I could. Couldn't abide kidnapping of small ones. It's not my nature to allow for such a thing. So no need to thank me, but I appreciate it nonetheless.
Hey there, this is Magnus, Goblin Artificer Extraordinaire, and you're listening to the Everbright Archive, a TTRPG actual play anthology podcast series. I really hope you're enjoying the show. Now, let's get back to it and see what these crazy kids are up to. See you later.
And Marcus arises. I have words. Allow me to escort you all. I assume that you are heading to meet Her Majesty.
You would assume correctly.
Would you possibly say that Gordon is kind of a big deal in Dirge?
And he leans close to you. He is more than a big deal. Had he not Had he stayed for any period of time after his rescue, the Queen surely would have knighted him.
You and I should walk and talk together on the way there. If you would be so inclined. And Lysandra's gonna bow and offer a hand.
Well, I would love to be in company of someone as lovely as you. And he takes your hand and then wraps your arm in his, and you will walk together.
Lysandra is going to spend the rest of this walk conspiring with him to try to gain, like, some kind of audience outside of wherever we are meeting with the Queen to show the citizens' support of Gordon gaining, like, actual, like, status as one of the Undying.
Legit.
And just Lysandra wants to conspire to start a rumor of, like, the heralded hero of Dirge, Gordon Bank, has returned and is seeking the honor of being knighted as an Undying, like, by the Queen. And it's just this back and forth of, like...
I will say, if you want to ensure that, I will happily allow that.
I will spend a Fabula point. I will spend a Fabula point to make this rumor, just like everyone we pass, it just turns into, like, oh yes, I'm Lysandra, I'm one of the heroes going to behead the Geyser Dreamer for all of the good of Phaedos. Did you know that Gordon Bank is with us?
I love that.
Everyone we pass.
And as you promenade towards the palace, a crowd begins to form behind you because of this rumor that you're spreading, these whispers, and you hear more and more, oh my god, it is him. Oh my stars. Oh, by the Undying, that is Gordon Bank. Oh, he came back. And Gordon is looking more and more uncomfortable.
Oh, but you see, it can't stop there. Once more, would like to use Verdant Sway, since their chair is plant. Would like to focus and grow gladioluses that start to bloom.
Hell yeah.
Just picking up what Lysandra's putting down.
Yeah, as more and more people arrive, more and more gladiolus begin to blossom across, like, the back and sides of the chair. And Lysandra kind of picks up what's happening, and she, like, turns to you, gives you a smile and a wink as you begin to walking. And Malachi, Julia is walking next to you, and it's kind of, well, I didn't know that you were in the presence of a champion, of one who was so readily championed by our people here.
Oh, absolutely, yes. He's worth every last bit of fanfare he's receiving right now. And Malachi is going to try to subtly cast aura around him, just to give him, like, a nice shimmering light blue glow.
Oh, I love this so much. Go ahead. Let's see. That is a... Oh, that's just something you can do. So you spend your mind points, and you will make me dexterity plus inspiration, or not inspiration, dexterity plus insight roll, to see how well you can kind of how subtle you can make this.
Yeah, I'm liking the 5s today, man. I don't know what to tell you.
So it's moderately, but also kind of like Lysandra notices, as well as Julia. Let me roll and see if Gordon himself notices. That'd be
Hilarious.
This poor man.
He does not notice. He is so busy just like kind of like trying his best to shrink, but because the gladioluses and stuff are growing all around him and he doesn't want to crush them, he's like, oh no, I have to sit up straight. This is so no, he does not notice at all. And by the time you reach the doors of the palace, half of the city has gathered behind you. And standing there at the gate is this 7-foot-tall skeleton wearing a full suit of like platinum armor and carrying a pike. He's got a sword at his hip, and he is kind of staring out. But the thing that you notice more than the fact that it's a skeleton in a suit of armor is that the skeleton's skull is ablaze. There is this bright green flame, very Ghost Rider-ish, emanating from his head. These bright green lights in the eye sockets. He looks down at all of you.
Well, hello there. You must be the heroes that the entire town has been whispering about.
That would be us.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Mikael, Grand Knight and Steward of the Gates, head of the Skeleton Council. It is my pleasure to welcome you here today.
And he bows, taking extra care not to bow too low so as the green flames don't hit you.
Jodie curtsies back. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Hugo,
Honor's all mine.
Hugo kind of whines a moment and then barks. Roof. And Mikael kind of looks down at Hugo.
Ah, it is good to see you again, Sir Hugo.
And leans forward and gives the dog scritches along its ears.
Have you been a good boy?
And Hugo barks. Woof.
Ah, the best boy. I see. And you have made a new friend. Excellent.
So Julia approaches Mikael. It's like, well, suppose you knew why we're here. And Mikael,
Miss Julia, it is good to see you again. Yes, your audience with our royal majesty. I shall accompany you, as I too will be sitting in on this council.
And he looks out at that moment at the crowd.
There is crowd here. Why is half city here along with you? I know you are heroes and everything.
And then sees Gordon. And like the mandible drops, like almost like just lolls open. And he walks over, kind of walks like past everyone, and then kneels at Gordon's feet. And Gordon's like, oh my dear lord.
Mr. Bank, it is my deepest pleasure to see you return. I was not aware that you were the one with whom we were having this audience for. If I had known that there would have been much bigger fanfare, there would be music, there would be flower petals in the street for you.
And Gordon is visibly just like if he could roll his eyes any further back, it's not necessary. It really isn't necessary.
Do you know how many people you have saved? Here in Dirge alone. Not even to speak of the many folks in the Obsidian and anywhere else where your feet may have touched. You have affected so much change. This is the least we can do. I will accompany you as well. And swings the door open and yells, "Make way! Golden Bank approaches!" And there is a loud commotion on the other side of the doors. And that suddenly goes silent. And as the doors open further, there are a line of skeletal and other undead knights forming a line. And Gordon's eyes just widens, like, well, all the things I could have or should have or could never have expected, this is nowhere near on that list. And you all begin to walk through these lines of soldiers. As you approach, each pair in turn on either side lift their spears to create a tunnel of honor for him. And Hugo is walking chest out, just very fancy, foot pads, head up, in front of Gordon. And Marcus is next to you. You see, he saved many, many lives. He is for Dirge, what we hope you all will be for all of Phaedos.
I thank you greatly for your help in all of this.
Oh, it was my absolute pleasure. And he takes the hand that he has wrapped around his arm and he kisses your knuckles. My absolute pleasure.
Mm-hmm. I heard that you had you have a lady love?
I do. Yes, my wife.
Fantastic.
Who joins me in immortality. But we raise our two mortal children.
Well, if you ever feel the spark of romance maybe coming to a little bit of a slower burn, just reach out to me. I'd be happy to make sure to keep that ablaze with a little bit of a dance. That's what I am known for. Just to keep everything a little bit more burning with passion, if you will.
Oh, you fan the flames of passion, do you?
I do. I have a good record and I plan on keeping it. But I'm always happy to offer.
Oh, well, there is plenty fire for the both of us. I would not ever say no to perhaps an inferno. And you're very much getting like Gomez Adams vibes off this man.
Yes, good.
Like this here is a man
who
yearns.
Need to do.
And he yearns well.
All you need to do for a special occasion is just reach out to me and I will make my way back to Dirge. This is a lovely city. Something inside is just pulling me towards like something in the way that the calmness of all of this and the peacefulness and like I told your queen, it's like I did not know undeath could be so lively. So I am happy to know now. And so I would like to see the romance of the city still pursue as well. So if for a special occasion, maybe consider reaching out. Give Misfortune's Flame a call and I shall appear to help you stoke the fires of that inferno.
Oh, I think I definitely shall. I think that you will be more welcome here than you know.
and I am going to kiss his knuckles, put his hand, like, basically on, like, put my forehead to his hand as just a thank you for the help that he's given with Gordon. And I'm going to just grab Jodie and be like, Jodie, you're now a Nepo baby.
Oh. The woman that has lived in the same trailer for her entire life, not getting new things, does not know how to feel about this.
Your father is famous, my friend.
What's that got to do with me?
Because you are also famous.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
You take that back.
All right, remember your words.
There's something wrong with being famous, you know.
What does that mean? There's nothing wrong with it if you want it. Daddy, stand up straighter. I mean, sit up straighter or something.
I'm sitting up as straight as I can.
She is now kind of slightly behind the chair.
All these flowers that just suddenly appeared for no reason. I don't know if I can sit up any straight. I'm trying to not crush them because they're so pretty.
Yeah, I wonder where those came from.
Jodie.
It was a gift from my little brother.
Jodie.
It was! Gorfin wanted you to feel comfortable here.
All right, now.
Yep.
I'll have words with Gorfin as well. And he just kind of smiles and shakes his head, like still like visibly uncomfortable with all of this, but also like now just kind of resigned to the fact that this is happening. It's like, well, suppose we should just trudge on then. And Julia just kind of laughs and, well, yes, Mikhail, if you would. And Mikhail is kind of, yes, of course. And leads the way through the contingent of soldiers. And as you enter the next room, it is this grand hall. And it is every bit the inside of a mausoleum. Looks like there are tombs and drawers where bodies are kept all along the walls. And several ghosts and specters have begun to appear when you walk in, all shapes and sizes, all of them looking at you very curiously. Many of them whispering, oh my gosh, heroes, new heroes. Gordon back, Gordon back, Gordon back. Gordon back. Queen wishes to see him, Gordon back. And Gordon's like, well, this is the dead, and ghosts and things. I don't have goosebumps at all. This is fair. This is very normal. It's all very, very normal. Suffice it to say, I have never been in this queen's court before. This is weird, right? This is, he leans over to Jodie. This is weird, right? I'm not alone in this. This is kind of odd, right?
You've been here longer than I have.
Yes.
I think that ain't this normal for dead things? I mean, Gorfin was full of, like, lots of vivacious energy.
Yes, but Gorfin is Gorfin. The forest of the dead. The dead forest is, well, not this. Kind of gestures to everything with the bark arm. And Mikhail lingers and puts a hand on Gordon's shoulder. Well, not worry. You are in good hands here. And Mimsy, still standing on Gorfram's leg. Of course!
No harm will come to him. He's with me.
And Mikhail looks down.
Ah, Mimsy. What a pleasure it is to see you again. You are not still shooting at the moon, are you?
And Mimsy just kind of deflates a little bit.
No, not ever since that Conan the Red person shot a piece of it off. Ugh, I'm very glad that someone finally had the guts to take him out.
Mikhail just kind of nods.
Yes, that was what happened to the moon. Most unfortunate. What happened to Conan Red. Much deserved.
What?
Someone blew up your moon?
Conan Red attempted to take pieces of the moon to create a super weapon. But a group of young adventurers managed to stop him and blew up his fortress on the Obsidian.
And you've heard this story before from, or at least about the blowing up of the fortress from Richard.
Yes.
I apologize. You just sate my curiosity. How would taking parts of the moon have created a weapon?
Ah, that is a good question. You see, we learned that the pieces of the moon still followed the laws of physics, or actually did not follow the laws of physics, and each piece had its own version of gravity still. And Conan Red was going to make a gravity bomb, with which he was going to hold all of the obsidian and several other levels hostage, to try to draw the guided dreamer out and attempt to kill him. Which, of course, impossible for someone like Conan Red. But he was quickly dispatched before he could finish weapon.
Well. Hello there. It is I, your most enthusiastic antagonist, the Guided Dreamer. And you are listening to the Everbright Archive and the campaign The Last Story. If our heroes are not careful, it will be their last story as well. Now, let's see what they're up to, shall we?
Well, good job on dispatching him before he could devastate your moon. Wouldn't that have affected, the land?
Yes, it did. The area not in the direct east of our nation, across the Undying depths, a lovely continent known as the Meridian was directly affected as pieces of the moon fell directly on it, and it caused the tides to rise, and Meridian began to flood. But the same group of adventurers that managed to stop Conan Red were able to stop any more flooding. The child of the chieftain was amongst them.
And Mimsy
goes, yes, the dog. The big blue dog person, Malvolio, is chieftain's kid. I not punch him in face. Not very nice to that Richard. That Richard, very good boy. Very good, very nice kid. But Malvolio,
it is fine. Richard has found an affinity for bombs.
Richard is always... Oh, you met Richard!
Yes, Richard has an affinity for blowing things up now and has very nice little devices. And I think he is going to give Malvolio a taste of his own medicine. And I am very proud of him. He has found his own humanity.
That is lovely. One can only hope for such things. I am so proud of that boy. We'll pinch cheeks next time I see him. He loves it when I pinch his cheeks.
When Mikhail just nods. Yes, he is quite amenable to the cheek pinching. Last time I laid eyes upon him,
he asked me to pinch cheeks. I did, and it was most enjoyable. Yes, I know. And as you walk through the kind of this throne room is what it is. You see this large stone throne at the end of the far end of the room. Sitting next to it, or on either side of it, are two smaller stone chairs on either side. Actually, no, that's wrong. There is another throne sitting next to the larger throne. It is slightly smaller in size, but matching kind of in style. It looks like one of those old tombs in New Orleans, one of the St. Louis cemeteries. Bits of moss and things hanging off of it, magical script written across them. And Julia looks at you. Well, this is where I'll take my leave of you. And she will go and occupy a seat directly to the right hand of, or the left hand, I guess, of the largest throne. Mikhail will nod also and will go and sit on the other side of Julia. And one of the ghosts, a very tall, very well dressed in his spectralness, in what looks like wizard robes, floats over to one of the chairs and sits. And a moderately sized human-looking woman walks forward, just kind of stepping through the crowd of specters. Her eyes are glowing this bright green. It looks like she is made of painted porcelain almost. But you can tell that, like, her skin, if you touched it, would be soft and supple, but still hard somehow. She walks forward and walks to the other, the last empty of the 4 seats, and sits. And from the wall behind the thrones, there is a creaking and a scratching of stone against stone as a door opens behind the throne, slowly. And through the door walks a very tall elven figure, a man. His hair is silver in color, very youthful features, a very angular face, but with a warm expression on his face. He wears the greens and silvers and beautiful white finery that is a cross between this like cloth robe, leather armor at the arms and chest, like upper chest, flowing white robes,
carrying what looks like a cane that is obsidian with a silver skull topper. And one of the ghosts cries out from the crowd, "All hail King Ethan, king and consort to our royal majesty." And the crowd all hail. And it is almost this like harmonious, it's almost musical. Those of you with any kind of bardic inclinations can hear these harmonies ringing out in the way they yell "all hail." It's almost like it's sung. And then Ethan calls out, "I present to you the maiden, her royal beatification. She who forged and formed this nation, this great land, to what it is. At the cost of her own life, found great meaning in undeath. Her royal radiance, my love. Elswith, the Undying." And from the ceiling, these white robes, or white cloth, begins to seep through the ceiling, swaying back and forth as a figure follows them, clad in a beautiful white wedding gown that looks both dry and soaking wet, depending on the angle at which you look at her. She is... To look at her and call her pale would be a missight. She actually looks more albino than she does pale, as her hair tight curls that halo across her head or around her head. And then if you look at it from another angle, it looks drenched, as if she had been submerged in water for a very long time. And it falls across her shoulders in those same tight curls, but soaked through. There is a blood red scar across her left breast that, while it no longer bleeds, the stain of blood on the dress itself is fresh, or seems fresh. As she alights next to her husband and takes his hand, her eyes open, and they are silver pools of light. And the crowd kneels, and all chants, "All hail our Queen of the Dead. All hail Queen Elswith, the Resurrected." And Elswith bows. "My beloved people of Dirge, how happy I am to see all of you. How happy it makes me to welcome our brave and fortuitous guests, heroes of Phaedos, hopefuls to be the ones who shall defeat the guided dreamer. Even more glad I find myself in the return of the champion of the people of Dirge, Gordon Bank.
I hear that this audience is on your behalf, kind sir. We welcome you. We welcome all of you to our nation. And she sees Lysandra. My lady Lysandra, long has it been since you have graced these halls. And Lysandra bows low. Long has it been since I have had cause to bathe myself in your presence, my queen. And she gestures to a space next to her that is empty. And she gives, Lysandra gives Gordon's hand a squeeze. Before she lets go, she passes you, Lysandra, goes, wash over Hugo for me. Mm-hmm. And walks over and stands beside Her Majesty as this chair materializes behind her out of the same stone that makes up Ellsworth's and Ethan's chair. And Lysandra nods at Ellsworth. You honor me, Your Majesty. And Ellsworth looks over, reaches a spectral hand to Lysandra's face and cradles it like a lover. The honor is mine. And Lysandra blushes a second time today. Heroes, please, step forward. I and this council would hear your petition. For why have you come on behalf of our champion?
Lysandra will push Jodie forward.
Oh, sorry, above table. Did we still want Malachi to do this, though?
I'm also pushing Malachi forward.
Okay, I just...
What?
Okay, sorry.
It's your dad, and he's the bard, so bop.
No, I just... Okay, all right. Jodie comes forward. This... Gordon Bank. Last time I saw him was when I had to say goodbye. He didn't get to say a thing. But he left to make my world safer. And then it came to this one to try to do the best he could. He gave everything. And then he gave some more. And just to save me, he gave a little too much. Fool man that he is. And now he's literally torn himself apart. Right as I found him again. And right as he found love again. My lady, I come to you. To see if you could give this man a life where he is not having to fight every moment. I want his life to begin. Just for him.
And Ellsworth, who has been listening with rapt attention, looking back and forth between you and Gordon, I cannot help but notice similarities between the two of you. Young lady, if you could tell me, who are you to our champion?
I'm Jodie Bank, his lost daughter.
There is a gasp and a murmur from the crowd. Spectral and flesh alike. Daughter of Gordon. The hero? One of the heroes is Gordon's daughter. Of course, that makes sense. Of course she'd be a hero. How'd she get here? Of course, the guided dreamer. Curse the guided dreamer. But his daughter speaks for him. And Ellsworth nods. I too see that he has much changed since last he walked the streets of Dirge. Though I gazed upon him from afar, he seems diminished. What ails Gordon Bank?
He's literally torn himself apart. He's used his body to fuel magic. And like I said, he's tried to save everyone except himself. He's put himself at the bottom. Because he thinks, well, that's what he's supposed to do. And I think he's done it long enough.
Young lady, what exactly is it that you ask of this court?
I ask with everything in me. And Jodie goes down to one knee. That you take Gordon, hero of the Seventh Arms, who freed the people from the wasps, a champion to those in Dirge, a champion to all those that would have been taken against their will. And please transform him into one of you.
And you see her kind of... If she could breathe, it would be a gasp, but it's more out of like habit than it is of like needing to do so. Almost as if she has forgotten in this moment that she is no longer alive. Her eyes widen. You request the right of Amaram for your father. The making of him into an Undying.
He has. A life that has been given to him that he has sacrificed again and again. I do ask for this right so that he may be able to find the beauty, the new way, as those that have done the same right have before him.
And she nods. She turns to her husband. Then she turns to the rest of the Deathless Council. And what say all of you? Mikael, Lord of the Bone, what are your words of counsel in this matter? And Mikael stands, tall and proud,
it is of my opinion that Gordon Bank is a hero and a champion. He has risked much for the people of Dirge, and it would seem for the people of his own world, and also for his daughter. I vote to grant him the right of Amaram.
And Ellsworth nods in acknowledgement. Julia, Queen of the Vampires, what say you? Julia stands. I've only known Gordon a short time. Then talking to him, walking with him. He seems to me to be a man of undeniable character and strength. I too vote to grant him the right of Amaram. She turns, or rather Ellsworth turns and walks toward not so much walk so much as glides. She hovers towards the porcelain, or the porcelain skin. And you, Gwyneth of the Undying, you yourself are Amaram. What say you to this? She looks out over Ellsworth's shoulder, Gwyneth. Looks over at Gordon, looks at Jodie. Then looks at the rest of the heroes. It would seem that a great many people have come on his behalf. And she lifts a hand, and the doors sway open, and the sea of people who have been following you begin to step in. All of these people that have been saved or have been affected in some way by Gordon Bank, they rally behind him. Who are we to deny him the help that he has so granted us in our time of need? I vote to grant him the right of Amaram. Ellsworth nods and turns to the ghost, the sorcerer. And you, Tamak. You are stoic as always, but there is yet emotion in your face. I would know it. And Tamak. Gordon Bank. While he has been a rather reckless and troublesome mortal, he brings about good trouble. And we can always use more good trouble in this world. To let someone like him pass and become one with weaving would be a waste of his considerable talents and passion.
The council votes to grant Gordon Bank the right of Amaral.
And Ellsworth nods, says, but wait, there is yet one more on the council who has not spoken. And turns to Lysandra. Dear Lysandra, my trusted wizard, what say you? And Lysandra kind of like scratches behind her head nervously. Well, everything I say to you right now is going to be out of complete and pure utter selfishness. When Miss Jodie Banks spoke of the fact that he found love, I will admit, I am the one with whom he has found love with. I do not want to face another 3 ages of this world without him. I think it is a good idea. More for me than anyone else. To grant him the right to Amaral. Because, as fine a specimen as he is now, I think he will be an even hotter piece of ass. And Ellsworth raises a hand. That will do. And Lysandra puts a hand over her mouth. Yes, Euclid. Ellsworth turns to face all of you. And do all of you vouch for this man? And Mimsy's the first to speak up. Of course I do. This man is good man. How can you not see this good man? Look at all these people behind you. Are you fool? Are you idiot? These people, he saved their lives. His daughter is here. She wants to save her daddy. Do the thing. And Ellsworth looks down at Mimsy and cracks the biggest grin ever outspoken. Mimsy. And nods her head. And then looks at both Lysandra and Malachi. Jodie Bank, daughter of Gordon Bank, has already spoken on his behalf. Do you vouch for him as well?
Without a doubt in my mind.
You are Malachi, Davis.
At your service.
But she nods. Why do you vouch for a man with whom you've only just met, hero?
You bring up a good point. I did only just recently meet him, but a man who's willing to sacrifice what he did in order to make sure that his daughter is safe. That is a man I will always back with all of my heart.
You speak truly. This is good. And then turns to Lysandra. And you, fiery one.
Lysandra Agni. Yes, that is me. I like fire. It is very nice. Malachi, shush! We're in the presence of greatness. Leave your accusations for later. But yes, I am Lysandra Agni, Misfortune's Flame. I am the matchmaker, the fire starter of love. And my work proceeds itself with Gordon Bank and his one true love in life and hopefully on death. And then motions to, and my new teacher / mentor, Lysandra. Did you know she was the Baba Yaga? I just learned that. It is very fun.
Yes.
But myself and Hugo.
And she looks down and sees Hugo standing there. Hugo. And throws her spectral arms around Hugo's neck, and Hugo just licks her face. You are the best boy. Yes. You vouch for him.
Yes, he is.
And there's lots of... Okay. No need. You are absolutely right, Hugo. And gives him a kiss where his nose should be. And stands.
We vouch for him.
Hugo vouches for him. And you vouch for him. And then turns to Gordon
I would
himself.
like to see their love supersede.
As I am newly apprised of this relationship, I think I would like to as well. Turns to Gordon. You are long foretold. I have heard stories of you these long years. You are lauded. You are spoken highly. You are risen above many of our great heroes. You would do this. You would become one of us. And Gordon, still looking fairly uncomfortable, kind of shifts a bit and sits up a little bit straighter as he's being addressed. Well, yes, miss. I would your grace, your worship, your liege. I'm not sure what the formalities are here, but yes, I was very content to have lived what life I had, and then died knowing that I did what I could for my baby girl and for as many people as I could have. But then she kind of waltzed back into my life. I find myself having a bit more to live for than I did before. Not just for her, but for my lady Lysandra over there. I want to see this new world she creates when she saves this one. It's every father's dream to see his child do something great. Your Highness, I intend to see that through. I would very much like to. Ellsworth nods. Turns to her counsel, to her husband, who just smiles at her and nods his own approval. Ellsworth floats back to her throne, turns around slowly, and raises both hands to the air. Let it be noted on this night that Gordon Bank be risen above all other stations and be formally knighted as champion of Dirge, to serve out his duties as a member of the Deathless Council. And in becoming a member of the Deathless Council, to undergo
the rite of Amara. Effective. Immediate. The council all rise. And Mikhail says,
It is noted. Thus shall it be done.
and Gordon just kind of, oh, well that's nice. And a quartet of specters move from out of the crowd. And they meet up in front of Queen Elswith, and they all bow. And then they turn, and they approach Gordon. The one in the middle says, "We shall begin immediately, if you please." Gordon gulps audibly. All right. And he looks over at you, Jodie. Well, we all did.
I'm sorry, Sphinx, what did you say?
Said, well, look what y'all did.
Our best.
I think you did a bit more than that, baby girl. And he squeezes your hand. Be back in a bit now.
And her grip changes to a very tight one. You better be.
And one of the specters turn to you. We are the priesthood of undeath. We will bring him back to you as intended. That is our solemn vow, Whisper. They all bow to you.
And Jodie looks at the council, the specters, her dad, and to Queen Elswith. Thank you.
And you blink, and Elswith is beside you, her arm around you. My dear child, it is the least we owe. We will do right by him and by you. As they carry Gordon off, or as they lead Gordon off, because Gordon's still in his chair. We hear that you are preparing for a journey of your own. We also have heard upon the winds and upon the souls that grace this world and the next that the demon approaches. We will help you prepare. We will grant you knowledge, as much of it as we can spare. I give you all access to the royal libraries and to our great archive.
Thank you so much, Your Majesty.
You, Jodie Bank, daughter of Gordon. I can see the same fire and passion in your eyes that still yet lies within him. You will do your father very proud. Of this, I have no doubt.
And Jodie just gives a lopsided smile. Like, we're all... And she looks to Malachi and Lysandra. We're all gonna do our best. And make all y'all proud.
And Ellsworth turns to Malachi and Lysandra and gives a very warm and genuine smile. And as she does, her visage changes. And for a few brief seconds, you see what she was like when she was alive. Radiant, beautiful, breathing, gentle, gorgeous. Not that she's not gorgeous now, but the circumstances of her death, it would seem, has, well, not much, has diminished the radiance in her. And as she nods, and the visage goes back to her wraith form, I have no doubt of that. I think you may be, at long last, the heroes who will succeed. And when you eventually assault the floor of the guided dreamer, as you must, you will have the might of Dirge behind you. I grant you my arms. Use them well. And she hands you this green pearl. When you are on the 12th floor, you may use this to summon our armies. All you need to do is hold the pearl and think it, and they will appear in all of their splendor. And who knows, I may yet don that spectral armor I've been eyeing for several years and join you on the battlefield.
Well, how can we say no to fighting side by side with such a fabulously dressed queen?
Flattery, dear child, will get you everywhere, but do mark that I am married. And she gives you kind of a wicked grin and a smile and a wink. And Ethan behind her just kind of laughs and rolls his eyes. You are ever the flirt. And she turns her head. Hush, you. And as you avail yourselves to the library, Alessandra will lead you there. She seems to very clearly know the way, know her way around. Gonna skip a bit forward in time. Jodie, you are awakened, your head in a book on the desk you're sitting at. I will say Lysandra and Malachi,
you two have already been jostled out of this nap. It's been about 12 hours. And it is one of the specters. One of the priestly specters, I should say.
Miss Spag.
It is.
Yes?
It is done.
Your father awaits.
Can you walk?
And she's immediately up.
Excellent. The priest and Lysandra, who also was taking a nap but was woken up, all lead you down the stairs. And this time, rather than stay at Lysandra's side, Hugo is walking with you. And is walking close and nestled tightly against your leg as a show of comfort and support. But it is unnecessary. As the doors open to the throne room, you see your father standing on his own 2 feet, adorned in beautiful black and green and white robes. The arm that was once bark is now an arm made entirely of crackling, glowing green light. And in his eyes burn the same light as he looks over at you. And he looks youthful again. He looks full again, with the exception of the hair, which is still bone white. He looks as you remember him when he left. And he smiles, that big, bright smile. Hello, baby girl.
And she just runs straight into his arms.
And he wraps them around you. And he kisses you hard on your cheek and murmurs into your face, "Thank you. I don't deserve a daughter as amazing as you. But here you are."
Well, you're not so bad yourself.
Well, you're stuck with me now, aren't you?
Oh no. I have a father that loves me. Whatever will I do? Big old sniff.
And you hold each other as he sobs into your hair happily, and Lysandra goes, "Oh yes, I'm going to tear that ass up later."
Yep, that's what that moment needed. Yep. Thanks for keeping us humble.
Oh, of course. Yes. And Courtney kind of like laughs, and like it feels like he's about to start choking on the laughter, but he's like, "Oh, guess I don't have to do that anymore, do I? That's weird. This is gonna take some getting used to." And before you can say anything else, you hear the doors open. And you hear a voice that says,
"Well, folks have gotten used to weird things around here, so, whatever."
And as you all turn around, standing in these beautiful crimson and peach and purple robes, with a pack slung over a shoulder
is a goblin, about 3.5 feet tall, with a green mohawk and a green beard that reaches down to the bottom of his pectorals. And the beard is braided with many, many gemstones braided into the beard. There's a set of spectacles along his nose and a wild, toothy grin. And Magnus Trugear, consort to the King of Anthem, stands before you and says,
So, I hear some heroes need a ride.
that's where we're going to end our session.
Yeah.
That was lovely.
Magnus!
Yes.
Let's go.
I was gonna have you guys go to Anthem first. I'm like, it's getting late. Let's just introduce Magnus now.
Fair enough.
I was prepared. I was like, if that demon is coming here, like that's why I put my fists up. Not that you could, at the audience could see. I was like, the door suddenly opens. How dare you interrupt this moment, demon? No, it was Magnus.
No, it was our boy Magnus. So, some really cool things happened. One, you got to talk to the undead squirrels, which is one of my favorite things to happen this session. Holy shit!
Yes. Yes.
You will now be representing them. We will RP the conversation with the guild next session, because Magnus only just got here. There's time. You also managed to talk to the Wraith Queen of Dirge, Her Majesty Elswith, yet another creation of my daughter's, who I'm sure will be fucking thrilled to know that she was introduced. And Gordon Bank has been restored. Well, not all of him, although he does now have a really nifty magical arm. So, that might come in handy later. And you learn that Gordon was not just your hero, but a hero to many. Holy shit. First off, and we'll talk more about this in the tea at the table that will correspond with this episode, but I gotta give, I'm giving Fabula points to everyone for this episode, but an extra Fabula point to Lysandra for the expert use of the information I just happened to throw out there to rally the people in Gordon's favor. That was brilliant. So good.
Brilliant.
So I gotta reward you for that.
Thank you.
Gotta reward you for that. Oh my gosh, that was great. Magnus has showed up. You met the Undying, the Deathless Council, which was cool. You got some cool information about, well, not information. Well, we'll get into the information you learned at the library next session as well. But you also got this boon. This is one of the boons. It's not the final boon, not the one I talked about a bit ago, but you got one of the boons that I owed you, which was access to the army of the undead. Which, holy hand baskets.
It's insane.
Right? So, that's a thing. And Lysandra, I'm just going to put this hint out there. You might find that handy too.
I can wield the army of the dead. Yes.
Eventually. There's a skill for that though, and that's a thing that we'll have to. You have to work up to that, and that's fine. That's fine. But But and Jodie, Bryn. The ways in which I'm going to campaign so fucking hard for you as best player in an indie game for the next year's Crit Awards.
Absolutely deserved.
For your performance as Jodie Bank with relation to her relationship to her father. How dare you make me feel things?
How dare you?
Well,
I'm campaigning you.
It's my prerogative as a storyteller. I get to do that to you because this is what you know what you signed up for. I'm here to make you laugh and to maybe make you cry. Maybe not intentionally make you cry, but to make you feel things at the very least.
Right back at you. Oh, we saved him.
Mm-hmm.
You did.
Yay!
Sweet tea.
Daddy Bank gon' live.
He's gonna not die.
Well,
he's not gonna die.
You know what I mean.
Don't not die. Not gonna die.
Yeah. He technically gonna live, but like,
yeah.
He's living with his extended warranty.
His extended warranty has been much extended.
It's redeemed.
It's that extended warranty has been like the you read the fine print, the extension is infinity, unless something destroys his body. Like
what?
Yeah, that's the only way you get out of being deathless is if.
But that would never happen though, right?
No, why would that happen? Why would that happen? Why would I do that?
His girlfriend is literally the Baba Yaga.
Yeah.
Like, I think he's good.
He's good. No one has to worry about Gordon.
He's good.
Gordon is going to be fine. I will put that spoiler out there now. Gordon will be fine. Gordon's an immortal now.
I was like, don't put that on me.
I will amend my own statement. Gordon is one of the truest forms of immortal now, because of the right of Amaram. So nothing to worry about there. He's a positive energy leech. It's great.
You got me a little worried when you're like, oh, if his body was destroyed, it's like, why are you doing that?
Yeah, I don't know why I said that. I don't know why I said that. That was silly of me. He's fine. He's fine. But yeah, you also got to well, you didn't get to witness the rite of Amaram. You got to find out a bit about it. And it's yeah. I'm excited. At some point, I'll come up with more lore around that and what that means and how that happens, and get into like a bit of a more like descriptive something about it. Maybe I'll have that ready in time for tea at the table. Who knows? But yeah, and Sweet Tea, I also have to applaud you for your willingness and like you're going with the flow and talking to the 5 lack of heartbeats.
It honestly, I was not expecting that, and I'm like, okay, this is happening now. Like,
I wasn't expecting it either. But folks were like, hey, go talk to the undead singing undead squirrels, and I was like, well, I guess we're doing this. Okay.
Yeah, why not? You know what? This is the amazing things that happen when you have such like gremlins at the table, like Bryn and Diamond. And I love every second.
I'm not a gremlin. What are you talking about?
You're not a gremlin?
You think we're gremlins?
Yes.
You have.
And I say that with as much love as I can possibly muster.
You have summoned the Chronomancer. Oh no.
You summoned the Chromo. How dare you? How dare you? I invite you to my eminence, and this is how you repay me. You call me a gremlin. You know what? Dishonor.
Oh no. If it makes you feel any better,
Dishonor.
I don't think I'm better than you, if that helps.
It doesn't. I need another cannoli.
Yeah,
I think she needs a cannoli and a visit to the apple orchard.
The apple orchard.
Yes, we're gonna do both of those things.
Good. All right. I'll leave. For now.
I love it here.
Well, correction. I'll leave the conversation. I still got some things to do in this Everbright. See, that bookshelf looks like it could use a little jazzing up a little bit.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. That's fine, I guess. We also got to meet finally another universe's version of Magnus, which I've been excited about, because Magnus, if we talked about this a little bit earlier, Magnus might be my favorite NPC that I've created because he shows up in everything I'm in. So
as he should.
I'm excited for this version of Magnus because he got the girl. He got to be with Ozma. For those of you who don't know anything about Magnus and Ozma, check out my other podcast, Agents of the Circle. All 100 episodes are there to its completion, and Magnus plays a role in that show quite a bit. Or a version of Magnus, I should say, is in that show. But this is awesome. I'm so happy for how this all went down. And if you want more of this show, then stay tuned. Follow us. Come and hang out with us in our Discord channel. And come hang out and talk to us. Ask us questions. Tell us things. Make art. Or just like be nerdy with us. It's a fun time. You'll find the link in the show description to be able to interact with us there and with all of our various things that we do across the internet. Again, huge thanks and applause to all of my players who I am so absolutely radiantly fortunate to have at my table for this first cycle of the show. I'm so happy and I am so excited as always to be a part of the stories that you all are going to tell. And I might be a little bit scared, but you know, that's fine. I can handle it. It'll be cool. Huge thank you again, as always, to Friday Afternoon Tea. Please check out their website at fridaytea.com to check out all of their really cool blends of teas that are based on all of the fandoms you know and love. I believe they also have a Critical Role set of teas if you're into the Critical Role at all, which, you know, they're great. So why wouldn't you be? I don't know if she's coming out with the Dimension 20 set. I hope she does, because they're also great and we love them. But yeah, check them out. It's a good time. And if you buy things from the website, from her site, from her shop, and you get yourself to checkout, maybe you should enter our code Multiverse, MULTEAVERSE, and get yourself an extra 10% off of your purchase. So yeah, thank you all again. I'm just a buzz with how happy the session has made me. So as always, thank you so much, each and every one of you, listeners, players, everyone, for walking the storied path with us. And as always, may the dice roll ever in your favor. We'll see you next time.
You have been listening to the Everbright Archive, a TTRPG actual play anthology series. This episode is from the campaign The Last Story. Your cast has been Madness Diamond as Lysandra Agni, Selkie Cove as Blaidd Laoghaire, Bardic Sweet Tea as Malachi Davis, Brynniursa as Jodie Bank, and Sphinx Akashaa as the Storyteller. For more information about our wonderful cast, access to the show's Discord server, or if you'd like to support our show via Ko-fi, please follow the Beacons link in the show's description. We hope you continue to follow us as we continue to walk the Storied Path. May the dice roll ever in your favor.